The river beyond. At the edge of the prairie where grass met forest and the land felt old, lived a man named Elias Boone. His cabin stood near the Red Fork River, calm in summer, cruel in spring, and frozen in winter. Elias wasn't young anymore. His back ached, his hands bore the marks of labor, and his eyes carried memories of war and solitude. But he wasn't alone. With him lived a dark bay stallion named Crow, a horse with eyes that seemed too knowing. Crow wasn't just a horse. Elias had raised him from a colt, a gift from his father long ago when Elias still believed in beginnings. Now, decades later, Crow remained, unchanged by time, as if waiting for something. Some in town whispered that Crow was no ordinary horse. A spirit guide, they said, bound to Elias by something deeper than loyalty. Elias didn't care for gossip. Crow was his, and that was enough. Each night, Elias walked to the paddock, ran his hand along Crow's neck, and murmured soft words, fragments of memory, never loud, never clear. Crow always listened, eyes reflecting moonlight, patient and still. One spring after heavy rains, the Red Fork swelled. Waters rose swiftly, drowning fences and fields. People fled to higher ground. Elias stayed. He saddled Crow and faced the river. On the far bank lay dry hills, untouched, distant. He had crossed this river before, as a young man fleeing war, dragging Crow behind him through flood and fear. Now he would cross again, not to escape, but to see what lay beyond. They stepped into the current. It was cold and swift. Crow moved slowly, carefully, muscles taut. Elias clung to the saddle horn, breath shallow. Midway, Crow halted. A fallen tree blocked their path. The river foamed and hissed around it. Elias froze. The far bank seemed impossibly far. He almost let go, but Crow turned slightly, finding a path along submerged stones, invisible yet solid beneath his hooves. Step by step, they reached the far shore, wet, shaking, but alive. Elias dismounted and fell to his knees, weeping, not from fear, but from the weight of all he'd carried. That night he slept deeply, dreamlessly. In the morning, Crow was gone. No hoof prints, no sound, only silence. Elias searched, waited, called. Crow never returned. Some say the river took him. Others say he vanished into the hills. Elias knew the truth. Crow had stayed as long as he was needed, long enough to carry Elias across. Not just the river, but everything that had come before. And on the far shore, the world waited, quiet, new.